Okay, I'm going to show you some sacral sensing from this angle. The sacrum is that triangular bone at the back of the pelvis. And what I want you to feel for first is when you're laying on your back, I want you to notice the heaviness in that bone. This is a really heavy part of your body. Notice the connection of that bone on the ground, okay, by turning everything off and just feeling from the bone. Now, from the bone, I want you to move. So I want you to get the idea of that sinking sensation. And we are going to first roll your pelvis from the top of that bone, which is actually the base, to the tailbone. So from heaviness, I want you to roll and sink the top part of that bone. And then I want you to go through the center bone and sink your tail onto the ground. Okay, so you're moving almost like a rocking chair. You're moving from heaviness. You might feel a little bit of deep abdominal engagement, but I don't want you to feel your legs. I don't want you to feel gripping. I don't want you to feel your glutes on. I want you to feel bone heavy. You're going rocking heavy on the top and then rocking through center and heavy on the bottom. Okay, so just do that about 6 times. I'm going to move more quickly to talk you through it, but this is a very slow, intentional motion. Then what I want you to do is I want you to find this right border of the bone where these nerves are. And we're not going to swing your legs, but I just want you to find yourself a little more heavy on that right side. And I want you to rock to the top of the bone, rock to the bottom. And again, you're thinking of almost like a rocking chair. You're connecting each part of that curved bone to the ground. And you're just letting your body move along it. You're kind of massaging those nerve spaces. Anytime you do this, a little bit of pain is okay because we're opening up these areas, but I don't want you to push into the pain. So that's where you stop. You just go up to the boundary. And now we're going to rock through. So you would do that about 6 times. Now we're going to rock through that left side, okay? So heavier on the left side of the bone, no swinging your legs, and then you're just going to try to find that whole border of the bone. So you're rocking from the top of the bone, and then you're rocking through the center and sinking the bottom of the bone. So find that connection with the ground. That's the key. So then you would do about 6 of those. Then I want you to find the center of that bone again, which might feel a little bit different now. The center sacrum, now that you sense the whole sacrum, might feel a little bit different. So when you're on the center, now I want you to rock diagonal. So top right and bottom left. So you're going to go, if your hands are on, you're going to go top right and bottom left. And again, try to feel that connection. Feel that you're rolling through the middle of that bone and into the bottom left corner. So we've got that X, and then we are going to do top left and bottom right. Each one of these, whatever you want to do, 5, 6, 10 times if it feels good. Whatever feels good to you. I'm just showing you 2 or 3 rocks in each direction. Okay, so we've got our X's done. Then, last thing, I want you to settle back right on the center of that bone. And then we are going to do a little pivot. So you're going to kind of wag your tail to the left, staying on the center bone. You're going to wag your tail to the right. Now, I don't want you swinging your body over, so stay right on that center. Basically, what you're doing is you're pivoting on that center. So you're wagging to the left, and then you're wagging to the right, but you're staying grounded right on that center sacrum. Okay, so you are going to hike your hip a little bit, but you're wagging to the right, coming through center, feel center sacrum, wagging to the left. It's not a huge motion, but you will feel it. Okay, so then when done with that, find that center sacrum again. You're going to have more awareness of it now. And just separate your feet about the width of a yoga mat. And as long as this doesn't cause pain, I want you to windshield wiper your legs to one side, reaching this knee forward to the wall. So you're gapping that joint, almost the one that's coming in. You're reaching it a little bit out of the socket. Then you're coming through the center of your sacrum, and then you're reaching that leg out. So this is a little bit of a playful motion. You don't have to hold. You don't have to think too hard about it. You're just rocking through, but getting that reach through that leg that's falling to the inside. Good. So you're not just moving your legs, you are moving your pelvis. You're letting it go. This whole series, you can just breathe normally. Don't worry about when you're inhaling, when you're exhaling, but do not hold your breath. So when you're done with that, about 6 to 10 times on each side, you should feel just more centered and grounded in your body. Now use that center sacrum for either your breath work, pelvic floor work, core work, whatever you're going into next, or just use it as a relaxation technique where you're really going inside your body and being intentional.